So this is going to be my 6-month update for the project polish. I'll go ahead and link the intro up at the top in the cards there, or I'll put it down in the description box too if I remember, but I had picked out a handful of polishes at the beginning of the year and I'm just trying to use them until they're finally finished, and once they are all used up then I just add in a replacement polish and just keep the project going for the entire year and see how many polishes I can hopefully finish off before the end of 2017. I was cleaning earlier this week and I had set my nail swatch wheel that had all the nail polishes swatched out on it from the past 6 months, and I put it somewhere safe. For some reason, I cannot recall for the life of me where that safe spot was. So I don't have my nail swatch wheel right at the moment, but hopefully I will find it before the next update. So we are halfway through the year. Thank goodness I was able to finish off one polish that was in my rotation since the last time, and it is this one here. This is the Wet n Wild polish from the Fergie collection that's been discontinued, but this one is in Fergalicious. I was right there at the last update and I finished off that last little bit. There was only one use left in here at the end of the last update, so that was pretty easy to finish off. I do miss it. I really like the tone of this really bright pink color, so I will set that one aside for an empties video or something, but I wanted to go through my polishes with you, show you the progress that I have, because I think I am going to do, I talked about it in last month's update, but I think I'm going to swap out one of the polishes for a couple months until it's, you know, more appropriate for a dark shade. But let me go through the ones, and when I get to that specific polish then I'll bring it up again. The first polish that I have here is the Hansen Xtreme Wear Hard as Nails polish in number 370 Blackout. And it's probably going to be really hard to see, but hopefully you'll be able to see. I put a ton of thinner in this. Maybe you'll be able to see that the bottle is somewhat clear, but I am right down at that bottom mark right there. See it? Let me shake the polish down over that area. There we go. So I was right at that mark at the last update, and now I'm at that bottom one. So I use this on my fingernails and once on my toes, so I could have used this a little bit more. I definitely want to focus on this one over this month of July and see if I can make a little bit more progress on this. Maybe I can finish this one off by the next time, maybe not. We'll see. I'll put some more attention on this one though. It doesn't seem to get a lot of attention. I actually wore this one twice. This is my Orly polish in Shine, and I still had the same amount of progress. So I don't know, this one's just really slow moving. But as you can see here, I was right there at the last update and I got down to there. You can see that line sitting right there in the polish hopefully, but this one, I don't know, it's just kind of dragging on a little bit too. I'll put some more attention on the polishes that have been in here for the longest amount of time instead of just focusing on the new bright shiny ones that I add in. I'm gonna try an ombre. I talked about this before. I'm not sure if this would look cool as an ombre with these two, but maybe I'll try this out for July. Then I had this Zoya polish here. This is the polish in Mason, and I did not use this one since the last time. So you can see my marks that are on here currently, and I'm still at like the halfway mark almost. I think because this one is so dark, I'm going to put the brakes on this one. I'm going to set it aside for like 2, possibly 3 months, and I'm going to add in a replacement polish just to brighten it up a little bit in my rotation that I have currently. So you're probably not going to see this one at the next update. You probably won't see this till maybe like September or October, but I really like the shade of it. It's just so dark for right now. So I'm gonna set that one aside for a little bit. All right, next up I have another one of the Hansen Xtreme Wear Hard as Nails polishes. This one is in number 880 Kelp Yourself. It's just like a really pretty minty green sort of tone, but as you can see here, I was at that mark there at the last update. I only used this one on my toes this past month, so I only made it down to there. But, I mean, that's okay. I mean, at least there was a little bit of progress made. These bottles seem to go a little bit quicker than some of the other bottles just because these have a little bit less in them than the standard nail polish bottle that has the 0.5 fluid ounces because this has 0.4 in these Sally Hansen ones, but I didn't think that was too bad. I really like wearing this one to kind of break up the neutral shades and the deeper tones, so this one's a nice one. Then I have a really fun polish. I love this one, and I haven't looked recently if this is still available at my local Walmart, but I would really like to use this one up and then get another one maybe next year or something. But this one is the Salon Perfect polish in 901 Kaboom. This is so cool. Somebody told me, I was having a really hard time describing what this kind of looks like on the nails. It's like one of the sugar textured polishes, or it's like a glitter texture, but it's not shiny, it's like a matte. You've got like the blue shade that's in here, and then you have like a lime green, bright neon yellow sort of color, and they just look so weird on the nails, but it looks so cool too. I really like this one for the summertime. Somebody had mentioned in the comments that this is reminiscent of Floam. Does anybody remember that stuff? Maybe I'm just super old, but I used to play with that when I was a kid. I used to see the commercials all the time, and apparently there was an indie polish that was very similar to this, and this was like the dupe for it or something. But anyway, this is the Salon Perfect polish in Kaboom. I was right there at the last update, and I got down to there. I'm at the point right now where I have to add in thinner to this, but even though I have to do that, it's fine. I don't mind that extra step. I have to do that with a couple of my polishes already. I will go ahead and link down in the description box down there in case you're curious about a really good thinner. I've tried a couple of them, and the only one that I like is a super inexpensive one that's like $4 that you can find at Sally's. So I'll put the direct link for it down in the description box in case you're curious, in case you have polishes that are kind of gloopy and they don't really go on the nails as smoothly as they used to. Add in like 8 or 10 drops of the thinner and it's pristine. It's like when you open it from the store the very first time. So anyway, I really love this one. I usually put 2 coats down on the nails, and then I will just put like Seche Vite over the top. This one, it's a pain in the butt to take off the nails. So what I've been pairing it with is my Orly One Night Stand peel off base coat, and I mean, technically this stuff works. If you had like a standard polish like this one or something, and you put this down on top of the Orly peel off base coat, you could actually like lift it up off your nails. But I found when you put like glitter over the top of this base coat, or if you put something like this, normally what happens is you can just, it'll pop right off your nail. Like I was doing laundry one of the first times that I used this, and my nail polish had popped off as I was picking up a load of laundry. So it definitely doesn't stay on the nails for more than 48 hours. I would say 48 hours is the maximum that I can have this keep my polish on the nails without it starting to pop off. I don't know, it's good. I do recommend it if you're in the market for a peel off base coat. I think even Simply Nailogical talked about this in her best of peel off base coat series, so I think this was like in the 2nd or 3rd spot on her list, so she definitely recommends it too. But I would say this is not something that you want to apply and keep your polish on for like a week. It's not going to stay on for a week. It won't. It's just impossible for it to do. So long story short, I just wanted to mention that I was pairing these two together so it's easier for me to take off the polish. I had one last polish that was in rotation since last time. This is one of the China Glaze polishes. It's from their Neon line. This one is 1010 Blue Sparrow. Like I said, from the Neon line. It doesn't really look like it's a neon, but I think the shimmers that are in the polish, once you put a shiny base coat over it, you can really see those really bright teal shimmers show up. They look really pretty, but anyway, I was right there at the last update and I got all the way down to there. So I was pretty pleased with the progress on this one. Hopefully you can see that without the glare there, but I like this one. I feel like I'm going through it really quickly. I do have it on my nails right now, but I'm planning to take it off after this video probably and toss on something else. I'm just really hoping that this one can be finished off before the end of the year. At the rate that I'm going with it so far, I don't think I'll have any issues, but you know, I just want to make sure that I can finish that one. And then, like I mentioned earlier, I was taking out that Zoya Mason polish and I wanted to add in a really bright, fun color. And I think I mentioned last time, at my last update, I said that once I finished off that really bright pink Wet n Wild polish over here, this one in Fergalicious, I wanted to add in another bright pink one. So I thought it would be only fitting that I add in my all-time favorite pink, bright pink polish. This is my favorite polish for the summertime. And this is the China Glaze polish in Pool Party. It's not even going to show up how intense and fluorescent this is. This glows on the nails. It's really bright, really beautiful. But I am right there in this polish, as you can see. And the funny thing about this polish is, before I started doing Project Polish a couple of years ago, this is the only polish that I distinctly remember going all the way through, finishing up the entire bottle, and then going out and repurchasing another one of them. So I think I had this one, and I think I might even have another one in my stash of polishes. So I need to go back through that, pull that out, and sort through it, see if I do have that extra one there. If I do, then I really won't feel bad at all about going through this one, but really excited to have this one in the rotation. Super stoked about it. This looks really, really nice on the toes if you're wearing some sandals. So anyway, I think that's everything that I wanted to show you, all my progress, what I'm taking out, what I'm adding in, that kind of thing. I really hope that I can locate that nail swatch wheel before the next update. I hate when I do that, when I set something somewhere safe and then I can't find where that safe spot is. But anyway, I appreciate you guys watching and I will see you in the next one. Bye.